The Galactic Conclave's council chambers were thick with tense anticipation. Delegates from 5 distinct star systems stood frozen, eyes riveted on the scene unfolding below them in the reinforced containment arena. The glass walls trembled faintly from the station's steady engine hum, but inside, there was nothing but silence. At the center of the arena, one figure commanded their full attention. Ella Cartwright, the human envoy, knelt before a massive aster cub, a being whose mere presence could drive lesser creatures to flee. Ella had volunteered for this mission, a gesture of courage and faith in humanity's pursuit of membership in the Galactic Conclave. Yet many delegates doubted whether humans were truly prepared for the perils of interspecies negotiation. Among these trials was the Aster themselves, renowned across the galaxy for overwhelming power and lethal instincts. Towering, clawed, and jawed, the Aster had made even apex predators reconsider their place in the cosmic food chain. And now Ella faced a cub, smaller than the adults but equally formidable. "She's too close," muttered the rock, an amphibious Aldean, his long coiled tentacles quivering as he watched the tense tableau. Aster cubs are born fighters. She's risking everything. Beside him, Dr. Lyra Tan, a veteran xenobiologist, calmly shook her head. "No, Feek, she's attempting communication. She shows trust, not weakness. This is standard procedure on Earth with apex predators." The other delegates observed silently, their emotions a mix of fear, fascination, and doubt. The Aster had dominated entire ecosystems with sheer brutality, natural killers, revered for strength and cunning. Yet here, aboard the Conclave station, a lone human knelt before one of their young as though she were taming a house cat. Unheard of. In the chamber below, tension hung thick. Ella extended her hand slowly, her stance calm and non-threatening. The cub's golden eyes locked on hers, predatory and calculating. A magnificent creature, its fur shimmering beneath the artificial lights, muscles flexing beneath a sleek coat. The room held its collective breath as the cub advanced, each heavy step deliberate. "What is she thinking?" whispered Captain Rylak, a battle-hardened Gorthian, scars etched across his body from wars on distant planets. Arms crossed, expression unreadable, eyes sharp. She could die if she hesitates. Yet Ella remained serene, posture resolute. She spoke softly, almost melodically. "I'm not here to hurt you." The cub paused, massive clawed paws, hovering over the floor, debating whether to attack or retreat. Its nostrils flared, drinking in her scent, analyzing every aspect of her presence. The observers teetered between dread and awe as the cub drew nearer, eyes narrowing. "What is she doing?" hissed Delegate Vea, a Pluralian scientist with multiple eyes and tentacles, from the observation deck. "This is insanity. It's a predator. Dangerous." Dr. Tan's voice stayed calm. "She shows control through composure. Humans learned this with apex predators." As the cub's claws clicked against the floor, the gravity of the moment pressed upon the delegates. Stakes were higher than anticipated. Below, the cub was mere inches from Ella. Golden eyes gleamed, teeth bared, a low growl vibrating through the reinforced glass. Delegates shifted uneasily, the sound rumbling through the room. The cub's strength was undeniable, yet Ella did not flinch, hand still extended, fingers relaxed. Then, in a sudden burst of motion, the cub lunged, jaws clamping onto Ella's sleeve. Chaos erupted. "Security, get in there!" Captain Rylak barked into his communicator, urgency piercing his tone. But before the team could respond, something unexpected occurred. Instead of pulling away, Ella tugged gently, not with force but with soft resistance, as though engaged in a delicate game. Her lips curved into a faint, serene smile. Her voice, quiet but steady, her voice carried a calm authority. "Easy, little one," she whispered, words meant not to provoke, but to soothe. The delegates froze, their eyes glued to the scene unfolding before them. The cub, despite its strength and size, did not rip at her violently. Instead, it tugged at her sleeve with curious caution, its growl softening, now more like a playful sound from a young animal testing limits. "Is she actually playing with it?" Dr. Lyra Tan's voice held awe, tinged with pride. "It's a form of communication," she explained to the gathered delegates. "She's showing it that she's not prey, but a companion. On Earth, we handle our predators this way, by engaging them on their own terms, demonstrating respect and confidence without fear." The room stayed still, tension giving way to disbelief. Then something remarkable occurred. The cub, instead of yanking Ella harshly, released her sleeve and began circling her. Without hesitation, Ella extended her hand toward another cub nearby. The first cub, still attentive, tilted its head, intrigued. Gradually, the other cubs approached, their movements curious, exploratory, testing the boundaries with each careful step. Ella pulled a synthetic rope from her belt, dragging it across the floor. Immediately, the cubs sprang into action, pouncing over one another to claim it as prey. Their growls, though still present, were playful, brimming with youthful energy rather than lethal intent. "Incredible," Captain Ryak whispered, awe in his voice. "She's treating them like pups, not apex predators." The atmosphere shifted from danger to playful spectacle. Once fierce and unpredictable, the cubs now appeared joyful, their primal aggression replaced by innocent amusement. "She's earned their trust," Dr. Tan said quietly, pride in her tone. "This is the power of understanding. It's not about fear, it's about finding common ground." As the cubs tumbled and wrestled, Ella laughed, a light, joyous sound. Her laughter was more than survival, it was something deeper. It was the sound of humanity, showing a species could live in harmony with creatures others would fear, not conquer. Time passed, and soon the cubs lay around her, spent from play, breathing steady and calm. The once fearsome predators had been transformed in hours into companions, and Ella sat at the center, smiling as she scratched behind the largest cub's ears. "How long has she been working with them?" Elder HFY, the Aster matriarch, asked, awe evident in her voice. "She hasn't," Dr. Tan replied, still amazed. "Ria's specialty is earth mammals. She applied knowledge from working with lions, wolves, and big cats." "This is..." Cochle's voice faltered, breaking her usually stoic demeanor. "Impossible. The human has accomplished what our handlers failed to do in months." Silence fell, yet awe filled the chamber. For the first time, humanity's potential was clear. "I withdraw my objection," Elder HFY growled. "A species that can turn our young into playmates is either too naive to fear or too formidable to oppose. I believe it's the latter." The galaxy had witnessed the extraordinary. A human, unarmed and defenseless, had bridged a divide once thought insurmountable. Ella Cartwright had done the impossible, transforming deadly predators into companions through a single truth: coexistence is possible. But what does this mean for humanity's future? Could empathy and understanding be the key to new alliances across the stars? Or are we misjudging the dangers of trusting in peace? Share your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales of interstellar diplomacy and humanity's place in the galaxy. The conversation has begun. The universe is listening.